in Australia.
G'day, mates. I'm Brother Morgan Goodfellow from the local congregation of Townsville in the ecclesiastical district of Queensland. Today, we're kicking off a brand new episode of Made in Australia with a topic that is close to home, fishing and crabbing in the land down under. Fishing and crabbing can be a relaxing hobby or a regular part of life, and they're a big part of how Aussies enjoy the coast.
That is right, Brother Morgan. And hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from whichever part you are in the world, whether here in Australia or overseas. I am Brother Hans Tividan from the local congregation of Stirling here in the ecclesiastical district of Western Australia. Today, we're casting our lines into one of Australia's favorite pastimes, baiting a hook off the jetty, holding up crab pots at dawn. Every catch has a story to tell. So, tell us in the comments, what's your most unforgettable fishing or crabbing experience? And speaking of comments, let's actually go through our live chats that are going through right now. And there's a lot of people already going all in with their greetings. So let's start off first with Brother Enrique Muldong from the local congregation of Ellenbrook. Happy viewing to all the brethren here in Australia. And we also have Brother Vernon Ryan and also Kuya VR from the local congregation of Queen's Park and sending our greetings for. We also have Sister Arbel, that's Marina's reach, I believe. Sister Arbelton also as well from the local congregation of Queen's Park sending out their greetings for. So also greetings to our resident minister here in the local congregation of Queen's Park, Brother Jomel Remoticado, and his whole family, Pope, for always supporting us. We also have Sister Olivia Capistrano from the local congregation of Wyndham. Hello to all the brethren, and Sister Evelyn Aviva from the local congregation of Wyndham. Happy birthday to Brother June Vivas, and they are also part of our satellite studio here in Australia. We also have Sister Geraldine Nagel from the local congregation of Maryland's. Greetings po from their local congregation po. And we also have more greetings, Brother Morgan. Let's have a look po.
Yeah, absolutely, Brother Hans. We've got a lot of comments coming through. We love to hear from you guys. So we also have Sister Geraldine Nagal, who says, happy viewing for to all brethren. Greetings from the local congregation of Marylands. We just had the local congregation of Donnybrook and Marylands live last week. So we appreciate you guys coming back through this week. We love your support. Our very own Sister Danielle Danica Amazona. Happy watching from #Wyndham. Brother Ronaldo Umali Jr. Happy fishing to all. Brothers love fishing. #Wyndham. 3 for 3. Brother Arbel Dasmanius. Greetings from the local congregation of Queen's Park Bot. Sister Rennie Rosa Raza. #Ellenbrook. Hi to everyone. Hello, sister. Brother Joel Ichon. Hello, Koya Hans. Got a fan there, Brother Hans. Brother Joel Ichon from the local congregation of Ellenbrook. We have Brother Emmanuel Rebleza. Happy viewing, everyone, from the local congregation of Wyndham. A lot of support coming through from Wyndham. We also have Brother Ed Mark Velasco, resident minister of local congregation of Logan. We do believe that he is also celebrating his birthday today. So, maligayang kaarawan ka Edmark po. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for all of your support, po. We look forward to seeing you again soon. We also have our Christian family overseer, a Christian family organization overseer, Brother Mark Reniel Caseo, who says happy viewing po to all. #Kabucha. We also have a special request here from Brother Mark Caseo, who also says, please greet Sister Len Ortega a happy birthday po. She is a deaconess here in the local congregation of Caboolture. So once again, happy birthday, Sister. Maligayang kaarawan to all those celebrating their birthday today. All right, so please also continue to send through your comments. We love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell to stay up to date with all of INCRadio Made in Australia's updates. And so before anything else, we want to give a big thank you to our loyal viewers and listeners who have stayed with us for the past 3 seasons. Let's watch this short video.
from the Ecclesiastical District of Western Australia. Viva INC Radio!
Here from the local congregation of Holy Ghost and Marylands.
Viva INC Radio! Local congregation of Kingdom. Viva INC Radio! Viva INC Radio from Promised City. From Tequila, PWS, we love INC Radio Australia.
The District of Queensland, Australia. We love INC Radio.
From the District of New South Wales, Australia, we love INC Radio.
And thank you very much po to all of our viewers who are tuning in every week to our programs here in INC Radio. And we do see a lot of new faces in our thank you videos and also new local congregations popping up every now and then. Please stay tuned to all of our episodes every week, and your support means so much to all of us po. And we are very thankful po from here in our satellite studio here down under in Australia. Before we go, Brother Morgan, into our next segment, let's quickly have a look at some few more comments also. And we're actually getting a lot more. And if you don't mind, we'll quickly go through a few more of our viewers right now. We'll go back to our local congregation here in Ellenbrook. Happy viewing, brethren, from Brother Dan Matias, who is also within our district multimedia. We also have Tico. Happy viewing from Palmerston. So we also have Palmerston City viewers, and this is in the Northern Territory area. And happy Sunday. Hello to everyone watching to RNC Radio. Greetings from the local congregation of Perth in the Ecclesiastical District of Western Australia. This is from Sister Jamie Gaviola, and also greetings to her husband, Brother Olan Gaviola, who is also one of our ministers here in Western Australia. We have Sister Renelyn Limbago, happy viewing from the local congregation of Melbourne. Sister Aubrey Austria, happy viewing from the local congregation of Fremantle. And then we also have some of our usual regular viewers, Sister Rodora Doctor, happy viewing from Shepparton Local. Brother Benjamin Ungpad from Caboolture, greetings from Queensland, Australia. Brother Anthony Ibarra, happy viewing to all brethren, greetings from Ipswich Local. Sister Katrina Atienza, we love RNC Radio Australia. Happy viewing and happy Sunday everyone. Greetings from the local congregation of Darwin. And we also have a few other greetings from the local congregation of Sterling. Greetings to Brother Rene Maliari and also his entire family, who is also, and Brother Rene is also our local congregation's resident minister in Sterling. And speaking of which, I'd also like to greet Sister Patricia De Paz, who is also one of our deaconesses from the local congregation of Sterling, who recently celebrated her birthday as well. And without any further ado, let's have a look at what makes Aussie fishing and crabbing so special. Let's check it out.
Fishing and crabbing are favorite pastimes for many families in Australia, including members of the Church of Christ who use these moments to strengthen their bonds. It's very common to see whole families, from kids to grandparents, spending time by the water, sharing stories, and enjoying each other's company. It's not just about the catch, but about being together and making memories. Timing is everything. Many head out early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the water is cooler and the fish are more active. Some families cook and share what they catch. Others choose to release their catch, enjoying the experience and leaving the rest for others. Fishing and crabbing aren't just hobbies. They're a way for families to connect, share quiet moments, and create memories that last a lifetime.
And also to all of our viewers, do not forget to also write down in the comments any of your unforgettable fishing or crabbing experiences. Again, the question is, what is your most unforgettable fishing or crabbing experience? And once again, you are watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INCradio's Australia Satellite Studio. We'll be right back.
Made in Australia. On the next episode of INC Radio Made in Australia, we will explore how fishing and crabbing have become favorite pastimes for many families in Australia. It is a way for them to bond, enjoy the outdoors, and share a fresh catch at the end of the day. Hear stories of how these simple activities bring families closer and create memories that last a lifetime. Tune in this Sunday, July 6 at 3 p.m. Philippine time and 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on INC Radio Made in Australia. See you there!
Yes, and welcome back to INC Radio Made in Australia.
Now, time to get ready, mates, because it is time to be inspired by this week's gift of the gab.
G'day, and welcome to Gift of the Gab, where we expand our vocabulary and explore new words. Today's word is dedication. Dedication is a strong commitment, devotion, or loyalty to either a person, group, cause, or purpose. It implies a willingness to give a significant amount of time, effort, and energy towards that object of dedication, often with a sense of self-sacrifice. It also signifies a deep personal investment towards a goal. You can think of a scientist's dedication to research, or a parent's dedication to their children, or an athlete's dedication to training. We, as members of the Church of Christ, exemplify not only the same dedication, but more towards our Lord God and the obligations entrusted unto us, which is to love Him and serve Him with all our heart. Thanks for listening to Gift of the Gab. We look forward to seeing you next week and hope your dedication remains steadfast.
Thank you very much, Brother Morgan, for this week's gift of the gab. That is a beautiful word to look at and ponder upon. Dedication.
Yeah, absolutely, Brother Hans. So basically, dedication encompasses the strong, unwavering commitment of an individual to a goal, formal act, or a specific use and personal tribute within the creative work. The common thread across these meanings is a sense of purposeful devotion. So let us know in the comment section how you would use the word dedication and how this word may contribute to your everyday living. All right, and so now we want to get back to our active listeners and commenters today. So we're going to go back to our comment section in our live chat and greet our constant and loyal supporters. We have Linda Esperanza coming in. Greetings and happy Sunday, brethren, from the local congregation of Perth, Western Australia. Brother Robert Santos, shout out to Wyndham congregation. Hashtag Wyndham. We love INC Radio. Happy viewing for Sister Marty Delapaz. Happy Sunday, po, to all. We love INC Radio. Sister, thank you for always tuning in every Sunday. We see you in the comment section. Sister Elma S., happy viewing po from Knox City local congregation po. And so as we jump back into our discussion, Brother Hans.
All right, now let's hop onto our main discussion. And now this is the time, Brother Morgan, where we will welcome our guest today. And today, Paul, we are being joined by Brother Bong. And please introduce yourself, Paul, and from which local congregation you are, which duties you have, and just a little bit about your fishing and crabbing experience, Paul, Brother Bong.
My pleasure to be here. As here in INCradio, I am Brother Bong Sumande, the local congregation of Rockingham under GWS, Ecclesiastical District of Western Australia. It's been 10 years already that my hobbies and my passion will be doing fishing and crabbing.
All right, Brother Bong, we thank you so much for joining us today and can't wait to jump into our discussion about fishing and crabbing. I know a lot of our brethren, especially here in the local congregation of Townsville, love fishing. So we can't wait to hear your expertise, brother. But before that, we'll have a bit of an icebreaker to make things a little bit more interesting. We're going to jump into our game time. So basically, we'll have a few questions. We'll have our host, Brother Bong, and our active listeners in the live chat to try to answer correctly. And in some of these questions, you may be eligible for winning some of our INCradio souvenirs. So be on the lookout for those questions. And we look forward to hearing your answers. So let's play our game time bumper.
It's game time. Let's play.
And you guys heard it right. It is game time. We're going to jump straight into our first question. All right, so firstly, we have what is the term for releasing a fish back into the water? If we could just get that question back up once more so we have the multiple choice answers there for us, please. So we have A, catch and release.
There's catch and release. B, drop and dash. We have C, fish and run. And is it cast away? Cast away, letter D. So 4 choices, Brother Morgan.
Yeah, absolutely. So in our live chat, let us know. Is it A, B, C, or D? We want to hear from you. Bong, what do you think it might be?
I would say letter A.
Letter A.
What do you think, Brother Morgan? Because all of these answers seem very plausible, but I think it would be B. I am not sure because I've only done fishing once.
Yeah, it could be B, it could be A. Let us know in the chat there what you guys think it might be. Let's see the answer. It is A, catch and release. So congratulations to all of you who may have got that one correct in the live chat. Continue to send through your answers as we go through our questions. On to question 2.
Which ocean is on Australia's east coast? So we've got Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and I think that was Atlantic Ocean as our 4 choices. So it's going to be a little bit of geography here. So it's been a while. I do love reading my geography, but let's see. I might confuse this because it's either the Indian or the Pacific. But I would think, based on how I know my geography, that would be letter C. What do you think, Brother Morgan, Brother Bob?
Yeah, so for our live chat, the question again is, which ocean is on Australia's east coast? Is it A, the Indian Ocean, B, Southern Ocean, C, Pacific Ocean, or D, Atlantic Ocean? Brother Bong, what do you think it might be?
I would say Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean for all of our fishing enthusiasts. Let us know what you might think in the live chat. If we could get our answer up, please.
Oh,
The Pacific Ocean. Congratulations to all those who got that one correct. Moving on to our third question, and I do believe that this question is your chance to win an exclusive Made in Australia mug. So be ready. If we could get our third question up, please.
Very good.
So which Australian city is famous for fishing on the Swan River? Is it A, Brisbane, B, Perth, C, Melbourne, or D, Adelaide? Kahan, what do you think it might be?
The Swan River. I think this is going to be a little bit biased if it's going to come from me. So I think I'd like to give it to Brother Wongpo because I think he would know his places around quite more than I do. But
letter B, Perth.
Perth.
All right, let it be Perth and let us
Yes.
know in the live chat if it's A, Brisbane, B, Perth, C, Melbourne, or D, Adelaide. Which Australian city is famous for fishing on the Swan River? If we could get our answer up. Correct. Carbong is right. B, Perth. And congratulations to all those who might have got that one correct in our live chat. We'll go through our live chat to see who has won our INCRadio mug shortly. For now, we'll go on to our next question.
And, okay, thank you. And once again, please kindly send us your local congregation and district so we can send you over your INC mug. Now, to make things a little bit more interesting before we go into our discussion, we've actually asked brethren around all of Australia, so across all of our 4 ecclesiastical districts, a few this or that questions about what it is like to go fishing and crabbing wherever they are, Paul. And let's have a look at some of their answers, Paul. Let's have a look.
Early morning session.
Sunset.
Early morning catch.
Early morning catch. Early morning catch. Sunset session.
Early morning catch.
Early morning catch.
Fishing solo or fishing with mates?
Fishing with mates.
Fishing with my mates.
Fishing with mates.
Fishing with mates.
Fishing with mates.
Mates, of course.
Fishing solo.
Fishing with mates.
Catch and release or catch and cook?
Catch and cook.
Catch and cook.
Catch and cook.
Catch and cook and eat.
Catch and cook.
Catch and cook.
Catch and release.
Catch and cook.
And now that's a wide amount of options there, Paul, as we saw in the video, Paul. And also to our viewers today, please feel free to also answer the same questions, Paul, on our comment section. And while we are going through our discussion, we'll be going back and forth every now and then to see your answers, Paul. And also, again, just for reference, the questions are, would you prefer an early morning catch or a sunset session? Or would you like to go solo fishing or fishing with your buddies or mates? Or would you do a catch and release or catch and cook with the bait and the kind of fish you're getting, po? And also, just one bonus question, po. What is your favorite fishing spot here across in Australia? And right before we go into our roundtable discussions, we've also had one of our earlier questions, po, which is what would be our most unforgettable fishing or crabbing experience, po? And I'll go through one of them, po, as I've also got a really interesting one, po, and someone sent me this over. One of the unforgettable experience of mine, po, in crabbing is when we are running for our lives, as we thought that it's a shark that's rushing to us, but it actually is a dolphin. It was actually dark, po, that's why. It's actually more frightening, but yeah, I could imagine that. So imagine having something that you think as a shark going through, but it turns out it's just a friendly dolphin po. And this is from Brother Andrew Farales in the local congregation of Midland. Thank you very much, po, Kuya Andrew, for sharing your experience po with us. And we'll also go through more of these as we have our discussion today with Brother Morgan and Brother Bong.
Yeah,
Now let's move on.
absolutely, Brother Hans. Continue to send through your comments in the live chat. We want to hear your most memorable experiences during your fishing and crabbing journeys, just like Brother Andrew and his surprise with the dolphin. All right, so as we begin our discussion with our beloved guest, Brother Bong, who has been so kind to join us today and take us through his experience in crabbing and fishing, we want to get a bit of his expertise and his tips and a bit of an insight in his journey growing up fishing and crabbing. So, Brother Bong, firstly, thank you for joining us. We want to
Thank you.
understand, firstly, what got you into fishing and crabbing?
First thing is it is my hobbies and become my passion. And this is as well our family bonding, our get together, and most of all to our friends and our brethren, especially here in community of Mandura, which is local GWS of Mandura as well.
Yeah, so a lot of beautiful fishing spots out through Western Australia there. We look forward to hearing some of your secret areas there, brother, and some of your tips again into fishing. I actually visited Mandurah. I used to live out there for about 3 months or so. It's a very
Yes.
beautiful spot in Western Australia. It's very similar to Townsville, right against the coast of Australia, both on each side there. So a very beautiful spot if you're out in Western Australia. Check out Mandurah. Next, Brother Bong, who do you usually go with during your fishing trips? Family, friends, or fellow brethren?
Sometimes it depends to the weather or the place that you are going. But when you just here around of fishing spot here close to the city, which is Perth down to the Margaret River, I go with my family. And sometimes if I have friends and mates that are will be going with me as well, so they are most welcome to go.
Yeah, so a lot of time spent with family and friends by the sounds of it, Brother Hans.
Yes, po, Brother Morgan. So it's very interesting and heartwarming to know that Brother Bong is very family oriented and spends his time with his family going through fishing as their common hobby po. Now, this also makes me want to ask Brother Morgan and Brother Bong, how has fishing or crabbing helped you bond with your loved ones or church friends po? And how has it strengthened the bonds that you have already formed po?
It make you relax. Having the outdoor activities with the family and the friends is having fun together a big is a great relationships that you get close together. Um, and then exploring the different places here around Australia is the best thing as well. And connecting with the nature is the best experience that might be the individual can experience.
That's amazing, po, Brother Bong. So it really helps us to be in tune with nature, po, especially since fishing itself is a very nature-oriented hobby. So it naturally allows us
Yes.
po, to just get out with nature, and it's a very calming experience, po. I personally experienced this just one time, po, actually trying to catch fish myself. But the thing is, the fishing spot we went to, that was I think about a few months ago, earlier this year. It was on a very windy day. Sorry, it was nighttime and it was very windy, so it actually wasn't easy to get fish at that point. And we were up in Hillary's for reference, so it's a little bit further up in the Metro Perth area, so that's closer to areas like Joondalup and heading up towards Yanchep. So just being out there, nonetheless, whether I get fish or not, it's just a nice experience for Brother Morgan to also just be out there and just enjoy nature. Now, what is the most Aussie moment, if you've had any of this, Brother Bong, while you're out on the water, and have you had a very surprising catch?
Yes po. The most awesome moment that I have is having a get together with the friends, doing bonfire in a chilly weather, and having barbecue, chatting with friends, what's new and what's all about new about fishing and crabbing. Where's the new spot? Where did they go? Or what's the best thing to or gear that they are using? Those sort of things that you need to bring if you really want to go outdoor activities, especially fishing and crabbing.
Ah, that sounds beautiful, Paul. What do you think about the Morgan?
Yeah, absolutely. Koya Hans, Brother Bong has a lot of experience in fishing, and he sounds like he enjoys it a great deal. Before we continue our discussion with Brother Bong, it's very interesting, brother. We have a lot of comments coming in from our live chat who want to give you your support. So we have a special shout out for Sister Evelyn Vivas, who says, "Happy viewing to all." A lot of support coming through from the local congregation of Wyndham. She says she caught a snapper 50 centimeters in size, which is huge. So thank you, sister. We need to grab some of your tips. Maybe you can give us some of your tips, Sister Evelyn. Thank you so much. Brother June Caspistrano says, hashtag Wyndham, sharing Pasugo, which is our God's Message magazine for the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ, to the people who are in the port while fishing. So he loves his works of propagation while fishing. But it's very inspiring, brother. And we hope you're successful with our Lord God's guidance. But we have Brother Anton Renos, sorry. Unforgettable experience, but when my wife came with me and she loves it, but she feels so excited every time she finds a crab up in Darwin, hashtag Darwin Northern Territory. Amazing seeing the family all enjoying these activities together, Brother Anton. Thank you so much for your insight there. We have Sister J. Sal Puzon. My parents love fishing, especially my mum. When it is springtime, she catches more fish. She is very diligent and patient. She goes to a jetty at 11 p.m. till sunrise. It became her therapy and hobby. It's very therapeutical, sister, fishing, especially if you have a very secluded spot. You're alone with the sea and your thoughts, and catching fish is just amazing. So thank you for sharing that with us. We have Brother Andrew Fisher, a resident minister. Nice topic, but fishing is pretty much my last name, coming in from Brother Andrew Fisher. Thank you so much, brother. I'm sure you catch a ton of fish. Not just a fisher, but a fisher of man, our resident minister, Brother Andrew Fisher. All right, so back to our discussion with Brother Bong. Brother Bong, in regards to fishing and crabbing, in your experience, how do outdoor trips feel to you beyond just catching a fish? Obviously, you said you enjoy embracing nature. Can you just give us a bit more of an understanding of what it feels like to just be outside and fishing? But
when you're outside fishing, you just like stress away, relax, close to the nature, and the most beautiful thing is you're making a new friends in there as well, and then yeah, sharing thoughts with the others, with each others, giving tips with each others, which is keeping you go extreme or mild fishing, you need to be like safe all the time. And then when you go away or after fishing, make sure you have to do the clean as you go. Always clean the fishing spot before you keep away all this rubbish, or which is help the nature as well to like what we're doing in our like we're doing as like a cleaning drive.
yeah, absolutely. Brother Bong, you mentioned your INC giving and cleaning drive spot as part of our good works in the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ. We love helping out our community. So when we do these activities, we make sure to respect the blessing that we've been given, the opportunities, especially when it comes to fishing. We make sure to clean up after ourselves. Isn't that right, Brother Hans?
Yes, for Brother Morgan. And that also goes back to our gift of the gab earlier, where we highlighted dedication for us. This is also part of us being dedicated, not only in our hobbies, but also in helping the environment and helping out our communities keep our environment clean, po, as this is also going to help sustain a healthy fishing experience, po, not only just for ourselves, but also for the people around us who like to get into this sort of hobby, po. Now, speaking of community work and also getting in touch with different people, po, have you introduced your brother Bong, anybody po that you know, like maybe a younger sibling, a relative, or maybe even a friend po who is new here to Australia? Have you introduced already someone po into fishing? And what kind of advice po would you usually give po to beginners? I myself could classify as a beginner here. What kind of advice here or even locations po would you recommend to anyone who's looking to start out po?
Yes po. We are happy to introduce about the places where the exactly they want to go. If they want to catch some crabs, if they want to catch some fish. So it's and then we ask them as well, or it's for family or for your people might be by experience in fishing and crabbing. But normally we always introduce to the beginners, which is just around the Mandara or around the city, which is close to the public. So if something's happened, they some might get some help if they need some help. And then for the fishing gear or any gear that they want for crabbing, we show them to them. You show to them the closest tackle shop or the tackle, yeah, like PCF, Tackle World, what to buy, what to bring when they go fishing. And then most of all, I think we share them the weather as well. It's especially the tide, high tide or low tide. If we then the best time as well to go crabbing or to go fishing. So it is sunrise or sunset for them as well to have a good catch, and then they can bring it home.
Now, while we're on the topic for Brother Bong, because the last time I went fishing, I was trying to, with some family friends that I was with, we tried going for fresh bait as much as possible, but at the time, when we went out to Hillary's, I think we only had the option of going for frozen bait because there was no live bait available anymore at the time. I think, if my memory recollects it correctly. So I was wondering, what should I look for as a beginner when it comes to checking out the quality of the bait that I'm getting, and how will this affect the kind of fish that I am able to actually catch on a day?
Well, for me, for as an experienced one, it doesn't matter live or dead bait you're using, but it depends to the size of the fish that you are catching. So, like I said, right gear. So if you want to catch small fish, you have to use small hooks as well, and then you have to do the cutting the small pieces of your bait as well. So it is doesn't matter dead or live bait. So you have to fillet your bait and then cut into small pieces, and then put in your hook, and then you can catch some small fish. But if you want a bigger one, so you have to use bigger gear as well, and then you have to use the big bait as well.
So yeah, size does matter, but when it comes to gear, it looks like it, Brother Morgan. So it's not just the gear itself, but also the kind of rods and the size of pretty much the size of the bait and the hooks that we're using based on what
Yes.
we got from Brother Bumpo. What do you think, Brother Morgan?
Yeah, absolutely, Brother Hans. Brother Bong has gone, elaborated quite deeply how much planning goes into these fishing trips. It's not just about
Yes.
catching the fish, but how you're going to catch the fish. Isn't that right, Brother Bong?
Yes, po.
Yeah, completely agree. So, you know, you got to check the tide. You got to know what time to go out. You got to know what sort of bait you're using and how to fillet the bait, not just the bait, but when you catch the fish, you got to understand how to, if you decide to release it or catch it or cook it, you got to understand how to fillet that fish as well and serve it up for your family and friends. It's all very exciting. A lot of detail and thought comes into fishing more than you'd expect, Brother Hans.
Oh yes, po, definitely, Brother Morgan. So there's really a lot more that goes into fishing, po. I definitely take note of all of that, Brother Morgan, especially if I'm gonna go back and make it a little bit more of a serious hobby now. So also, po, looking back at actually, let's have a look now, Brother Morgan, at some of the comments that we have here for today. So let's go a little bit first on our most unforgettable experiences post. So let's quickly check them some of them out post. So starting off from the local congregation of Witham, Brother Rolando O'Malley Jr. I remember po buying 3 fishing rods for the children, intending to do fishing with my family, but end up buying fish and chips instead. What do you think? That's a nice instant meal straight away. And also we have Sister Jaisal Puzon from the local congregation of Liverpool in New South Wales District. Thank you for this topic, po. Fishing is good reaching out with other people too. You can make new friends and bond with the family, po. And we also have Brother Daniel Diaz from the local congregation of Sydney. Happy viewing to all, po. God bless, po. And also greetings again from the Remoticado family in the local congregation of Queen's Park. Warmest regards to all Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ members watching today. Let's stay strong in faith and united in spirit. Much love from the brethren in the local congregation of Queen's Park. And I believe, Brother Morgan, we're having a lot more other comments coming all on our way.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. The live chat is just flooding with love from our loyal supporters. We want to keep hearing from you guys, so continue to send us your comments and greetings. We have Sister Layla Armamento, our very own sister here from the local congregation of Townsville in the Ecclesiastical District of Queensland, Australia, who says, happy viewing from the local congregation of Townsville. Thank you for tuning in, sister, with your family there. Kind regards to Brother Randall and Sister Christine. We also have Sister Bailey Eureka. Happy birthday, Sister Nikki Andrea. Sister Bailey is giving you a birthday greeting, Sister Nikki. Sister Nikki Andre de Castro from the local congregation of Mandurah, #Mandurah Group Worship Service, where Brother Bong resides. A lot of support coming through for Brother Bong and his local congregation. Continue to send us your support, brethren. Brother LD Elodie Victoria Cruz, who says, good evening to all brethren. Happy viewing. #Donnybrook. A lot of support coming through from Donnybrook. As we mentioned, we had our live studio there last episode. If you haven't seen that episode, check it out. It was amazing. We have Sister Maynard Coco's. Happy birthday, Carl Lorenz of Rockingham. #Karata City. My brother J. Sal Puzon, or Sister J. Sal Puzon. Hello, Port. We love INCRadio. Happy viewing, Port, from the local congregation of Liverpool in New South Wales. Sister Elma Yambao. Happy viewing, Port, from Wyndham. Brother Ruben. Happy viewing, Port. #Port Adelaide. And Brother Paul Alvin Talavera. Good day, Port. Greetings from the local congregation of #Melbourne. All right. So jumping back into our discussion with our beloved guest, Brother Bong, sharing us his journey and being brought up fishing and crabbing. Brother, we want to ask you, what values or life lessons has fishing and crabbing taught you, Pop?
The values that I have learned here, being patience, humility, and appreciate all the blessings that's coming from our Almighty God.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. A lot of patience does come into fishing from personal experience, brother. I like fishing. I don't love fishing, but only because I don't think I don't think I know how to fish. I know it's thrilling when you get to catch a fish. But beside that, my patience dwindles when it comes to catching fish. I'm sure you can learn a lot when it comes to fishing, especially when it comes to patience. Our humility, respecting the waters, but letting the fish come to you, so to say. Getting deep there with the notion. But thank you, brother. Also, we want to understand when it comes to fishing and crabbing, it's a bit of a hobby. So we know you have other priorities. How do you balance your love for the outdoors, Brother Bong? Especially when it comes to your work and church responsibilities. We understand that you're a head deacon of your local congregation, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes,
Paul.
Yes, Paul.
Yeah, so it's a very diligent duty to have. So it occupies a lot of time, but it is our priority. So we just want to understand how you're able to balance those schedules, Paul.
I think for me, Paul, as a member of the Church of Christ, my first priority is our church offices, Paul. No, and yes, and then the next is family, and then work, and then the rest will go on like our outdoor activities, our bonding and fun that make our family get together and then make our relationship build stronger and stronger.
Yeah, absolutely, Brother Bong. I'm sure a lot of brethren of the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ can relate. Obviously, if we put our Lord God first, everything else will follow. Isn't that right, Brother Hans?
Yes, Brother Morgan. And just in case you are a little bit surprised, I could feel the vibe of fishing right now, and I feel like it's getting a little cold. You know how it gets cold when you're out in the sea, or even out on the beach. So I feel like I had to put on a jacket, so I could actually embrace that cold there. But yes, for Brother Morgan, there's a lot of lessons to learn for, not just not just in fishing as a hobby, but also how all of these virtues transfer along with our spiritual living for us members of the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ po. So this does teach a lot, but especially when it comes to patience, which I think is something I also had to continue developing. But now, speaking of which, Brother Bong, how do you manage to balance po your love for the outdoors through fishing and crabbing with whether it's school, work, or even your church responsibilities po? And going back po what and also po if you've got Okay, po. So the same thing po. Has your faith ever helped you po through a moment during the trip po that you've had before, or has inspired you po while you were surrounded by nature?
First thing po, so I think I learned to pray. I learned to thanks God of everything that He gave to me and to my family. Then I always pray before I engage everything, the activity that we are doing for our family, because we know that everything that we need before we do something, we need help for our God. So we always pray for them, for Him first, whatever happens.
And yes po, it is a very important thing po, Brother Bong, that you also brought up the power of prayer po. So it even goes po in our hobby of fishing and crabbing po, because we'll also be exposed to the elements of nature po. And as you said po, prayer is also one of the most important things po that we bring along everything that we do po, including our topic today, and more importantly po, in performing our duties. Isn't that right po, Brother Morgan?
Yeah, absolutely, Brother Hans. Brother Bong is an inspiration, a very faithful member of the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ. Prayer is one of our priorities, especially before and after said activities, so such as fishing, whatever it may be. We approach our Lord God, and that's our blessing as members of the Church of Christ, to be able to approach our Lord God for anything we may need. And it contributes greatly to the success of our journeys in life, especially when it comes to even just minor hobbies, if it be fishing, if it be maybe your work life, church duties, family things. You can always approach our Lord God in that regard. So we appreciate your insight, Brother Bong, and your strong faith. We also want to know, we have a few questions in a live chat. What are some of your secret spots there in Western Australia for fishing?
Here in Western Australia, Perth down to Albany, we have a lot of a fishing spot, which is the tourist spot as well. But it depends to what sort of fishing do you want. If you bring your family, you should go to the places which is safe for your family, like jetties, close to the city or the public. But if you want to go medium to extreme fishing, we have some various of high cliffs in there that you can go, which is you want to go catch big fish as well. And yeah, in Albany, we have like a jetty in a town, Frenchman Bay, um, Margaret River. We have the Exmouth River, the Surfers Paradise, the Canal Rock, and then Baselton. We have 1 mile jetty. Jetty is the which is very family um, family good for family for fishing. And then Mandurah, we have lots of crabbing places here, which is the Mandurah Inlet is the best place to go for fishing, fishing and crabbing as well.
Thank you so much, Brother Bong. If you ever happen to be in Western Australia, be sure to check out those spots along Albany, Exmouth.
Yes.
You have that whole coastline, Brother Bong, along Western Australia to check out. It's a blessed place to be. And of course, check out the group worship service of Mandurah to get a guide tour from your very own Brother Bong. I'm sure he'll be more than willing to take you guys out that way. Also, Brother Bong, we heard you mention extreme fishing. Can you give us a bit of an
Yeah.
insight in regards to the difference between just fishing and extreme fishing, Bo?
Extreme fishing po is for the professional anglers, which is we have a lot of brethren and friends here in Western Australia. So when you go extreme fishing, you can catch big fish like mackerel, tuna, and then you set up the high gear as well, which is a bit expensive for the and then for different, they're totally different from the farm fishing or for the kids or for the beginners as well.
Yeah, right.
So
So if you kind of want to journey forward from just the jetty, be sure to approach Brother Bong, and he'll give you a bit more of an understanding of where you can kind of progress through from the jetty. Brother Bong, we appreciate you so much for taking us
thank
on
you.
your journey, your upbringing in fishing and crabbing. It's been very inspirational for a lot of our brethren. I'm sure after this episode, are going to go out to their local spots and try to catch those fish with your tips and tricks, Brother Bongs. We appreciate that one. Before we let you go, or so to say, before we catch and release you, Brother Bong, can you please, or would you have any greetings you'd like to give to some of your family members, brethren, friends, local congregation spot?
Thank you so much for being my pleasure to be here in the ANC Radio. We greet Madra GWS and local of Rockingham, especially district minister, our minister, Brother Lawrence Solomon, and we all the here today, and most of all the anglers and that we were connected with us. Thank you and so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Brother Bong, and a big thank you to the group worship service, or as Brother Bong had mentioned, GWS is our group worship service of Mandurah and the local congregation of Rockingham. Thank you for your support, for supporting Brother Bong. It is a bit of a journey, even just joining INC Radio, so we support your courage, Brother Bong. We hope your journey encourages other brethren to all the more take part in INC Radio Made in Australia's episodes. All right, and so as we continue on with the end of this discussion, we would like to announce this week's winner for Game Time. We have Brother John Dakutan from the local congregation of Queen's Park, who answered B correctly for question 3 today, brother. Thank you so much, and we'll get in contact with you and your resident minister and local congregation leadership to send out your INC Radio mug souvenir. So stay tuned, because you are watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INC Radio, Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INC Radio.
It doesn't take something big to show love. The right and thoughtful choices made with care can make a parent smile and turn an ordinary day into something special.
Dishes done, floors clean, a surprise mom and dad when they get here.
Wow! Hello, son.
Mom, you're early.
The house looks great.
Bus, I'm done with my assignments.
Oh, really? Oh. You always do your chores without being told. We see your effort, Carl, and we're proud of you. Here, we got you something.
What? How'd you know I want this? Thank you.
A child who brings joy to their parents is blessed even without asking. In the same way, when we live to please God, He gives us more than we could ever hope for.
A reminder from Made in Australia, brought to you by INC Radio Australia Satellite Studio. Made in Australia.
Welcome back once again to Made in Australia, brought to you live by INC Radio's Australia Satellite Studio. And that was such a fun and inspiring discussion this week, Bob. From the bait to the catch, there's much more to just fishing and crabbing than just reeling something in. And we hope you have all learned wonderful lessons today po from our guest Brother Bong and also from all of the experiences we've had today po. And right before we finish, let's quickly go through some more comments po and also more experiences po from our brethren. We'll start off po with Sister Chloe De La Paz from our Australia Satellite Studio in Adelaide. Her favorite memory of fishing and crabbing was going into the ocean and catching crabs by hand. That's from Sister Chloe. We have Sister Jacqueline Galarde. I remember we went fishing in Port Campbell. We didn't catch a single one because it's too windy and cold from the local congregation of Shepperton. And again, from Brother Robert Santos, we love you, Brother Morgan. You're an inspiration to us every week, along with all our INC Radio crew. God bless po. Again, from Wyndham Local Congregation. From Toowoomba Local, Brother Vance Texon, happy viewing po from the local congregation of Toowoomba. And we have Sister Summer Cocos, go, 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 our Pogi Kabong. Happy viewing po from Rockingham Local Congregation. Our choir group is always excited to participate in INC Radio. And we're also giving some shout outs po to Brother Irvin Ingito and his entire family po, including Sister Janelle Ingito, who is celebrating her birthday po, and from the local congregation of Ellenbrook. And I believe we have a few more, Brother Morgan. Let's quickly go through some of these.
Yeah, absolutely, Brother Hans. And before we wrap up, we'll go through our support from our live chat. We have Sister Jazz De Silva. We love INC Radio. Hello, Boss Salahat. To all watching from the local congregation of Palmerston City, hashtag Palmerston City. Sister Zane Bayalan. Happy viewing here in Tasmania, local congregation of Hobart, hashtag Hobart. We have Sister Jamil Castro. Happy viewing for hashtag Wyndham. And Sister Jane Lim Samande. Interesting topic for hashtag Mandura Group Worship Service, hashtag Rockingham. A lot of support coming through for Brother Bong. There we have Brother Barnes Texan. Happy viewing from the local congregation of hashtag Toowoomba. Brother Car Summer, Sister Summer Cocos. Go, go, go. Again, our Pogi Car Bong. Sana or Car Bong. All right, brethren. So that'll wrap up our episode for the day. Please stay tuned this season as we continue exploring what it's like to live, work, and thrive in the land down under.
And we'd like to thank once again all of our viewers, commenters, and our guests, and to our Christian family organizations. Thank you for giving us opportunities to create beautiful and amazing shows like what we have here in Australia's satellite studio of INC Radio.
Absolutely, Brother Hans, Brother Bong, to our loyal viewers and supporters, we thank you. And above all, we thank our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranyo V. Manalo, and our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for all of their support. See you all next week.
We, the brethren from Area 1, local of Wyndham, District of Victoria, Australia, would like to greet everyone who is now viewing INC Radio. We love INC Radio Australia!
From Emerald GWS, we love INC Radio.
Love INC Radio Australia, here in Melbourne. From Mackay, we love INC Radio.
From Emerald GWS, Queensland, Australia,
We love INC Radio. Local congregation of Gladstone, we love INC Radio.
From Melbourne, we love INC Radio Australia!
From local congregation of Shepherd,